Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Thailand. Okay, so it's Portia's turn to plan the events for the day, and all the ladies are getting ready, taking their time to get ready to meet around the table for a breakfast. And they still talking about this Whitney and Heather thing, and I didn't care at first. I really don't care now. It's too much. It's too much, and I don't even understand. I don't get it. But you got Whitney in the room and she's FaceTiming Lisa Barlow, and Lisa Barlow was like, she's a liar, and she's just mad that people now know that she's a liar. Lisa Barlow, you're a liar too. You done got caught doing some things. You done got caught doing sneaky, shady things too. Look at how you treated your girl Meredith. You be what? Child, I don't care about them. I really don't. Okay, so Portia has planned for all the ladies to get massages, and them massages look something serious, okay? Them people was taking their job very, very serious, okay? It wasn't any part of the body that wasn't cracked and rubbed down. And Giselle is over there talking about cha-cha, cha-cha, cha-cha. I have to believe that Giselle just does these things for attention, because there's just no way. There's just no way you're just this goofy and doofy. At one point, Leah looked like she was really getting her back cracked. That person raised her arms up above her head and cracked her back for real. And I was just like, yeah, I wouldn't want none of that. I don't want none of that. I don't want no adjustments. Don't crack my back. I don't want that kind of back cracking. Maybe another kind, but not that kind. In the confessionals, Giselle is telling Portia how the Thai people like to massage your vagina. And Portia was like, did nobody try to touch mine? I want my money back. And Giselle she had this little stupid look on her face because she knows she exaggerated. Like, I'm sure they got pretty close to it, but girl, they wasn't trying to grope you. Like, you just be throwing out all types of wild shit. You throw out any damn thing because you just want to see what can stick. What possibly can stick? What can I say that'll give me my moment? Anyways, with all the ladies and their commotion and making their weird sounds and talking and doing weird things, yeah, Alexia, she wasn't feeling it too much. Alexia's really bougie. She's really a rich bitch. Okay, she doesn't do the regular things that everybody else does. She was like, this was not her thing. She has to have it dark. She needs to be alone. She don't want to hear Giselle talking about cha-cha. And I mean, we all aspire to be rich bitches like Alexia. So the ladies get dressed because Portia has another event for them. She pretty much got like a field day situation going on. But before they get to that, Heather and Giselle decide that they're going to FaceTime Jen because Giselle has more questions for Jen. And I low-key wanted Jen to answer the phone. Why is my hair in my eyes? That's rude. I low-key wanted Jen to answer the phone and see, was Giselle really going to ask her those questions? And was Jen going to cuss Giselle out? Because I feel like Jen would have either hung up the phone or cuss Giselle out. And I would have enjoyed that. Because that lady don't even know you like that. Who do you think, why do you feel like who do you think you are? Like, you feel like you can ask people invasive questions and nobody knows. We didn't even know you had a sister. We didn't even know you had a whole sister. But you feel you have the right to ask this woman questions about a case. She hadn't even been sentenced yet. Desperate. Okay, so Portia is hosting the barbecue, but they have to barbecue their own meat. It's a little different over there in Thailand. They have all their things going on, and then they cooking it themselves. And of course, Candace and Leah have complaints. And Candace is like, it's already supposed to be cooked. Barbecue tells that it's already cooked before I get there. She ain't feeling the, DIY cook your own meal at the table. She ain't feeling that. And Leah is like, I can't eat any of this because it's soaked in pork oil. I would love to try it, but I don't eat pork. And I don't know if she don't eat pork because of religious reasons, or she just don't eat pork. you don't eat pork, you don't eat pork. I understand. But it was just like, she was like, well, thank you, Portia. And it's just like, I don't think Portia likes Leah, but I don't think every single thing that Portia's doing is intentionally to harm Leah. And it's just like, Leah just got to keep doing these things to make herself feel. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot even do it. Earlier, she was in the little confessional room, just going on and on and on. And it's like, now I see why the ladies are being a bitch to you. They're all being bitches to you because you're just sucking the life out of everything. Like, everything isn't about you, Leah. If you can't eat none of the barbecue, ask someone in the staff to get you something else to eat. Because I'm very particular about what I eat, too. Because I'm looking at this. It's on pause right now. And I'm looking. Am I ashy? Okay, I'm not ashy. But I'm looking at the screen. And I see a couple of things that I might try. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I wouldn't try. So I can understand if you don't want to eat that, Leah. I get it. But girl, stop complaining. You one complaining ass bitch. I never finished watching season 13 of Roni. And Leah is a big reason as to why I stopped watching it mid-season. I can't do Leah. I'm sorry. So we get a little moment with Portia and Candace talking about how they don't eat oysters that look like busted vaginas. Candace is the best. And they seem to be getting along just fine. And in the confessionals, Candace is saying how, she was a fan of Atlanta and she used to watch the girls on Atlanta and she always thought that she would get along with Portia. And we all know what happened season 5 with the bird lady and the friendship with Portia and how, look, y'all already know what Portia did to Candace during the whole season 5 mess. And so they don't really address that. But I feel like that's a huge, big-ass elephant sitting on top of little bitty Candace's shoulder. Like, I know she's trying to act like the big-ass elephant ain't sitting on her shoulder, but the big-ass elephant is sitting on Candace's little bitty shoulder. And as much as she's really trying to get along with Portia, and Portia is really trying to be nice and pleasant to Candace, it's that big-ass elephant sitting on little bitty Candace's shoulder that is preventing them from really getting along. Candace is like, I was all here for us coming into this house and let's shock the people and get along. Candace, I love you dearly, but I don't believe you. Because I can see that big ass elephant sitting on your little bitty shoulder. Okay, so they all sit down and Candace decides to address this elephant that's sitting on her little bitty shoulder. And she starts to cry instantly. And I just was like, damn. I know people think that Candace is overreacting because of what happened with the bird lady. And, I didn't have a channel season 5. Like, but y'all know. I feel like I've addressed this, but I haven't addressed this. So let's just talk about it a little bit, okay? I know that people think like, oh my God, people get into fights all the time. It's not that big of a deal. But the problem is that girl had never been in a fight. And it would have been different if she was fighting someone like Ashley, who she just did not like, right? But it was her friend. It was someone she loved. She cared about this lady. She'd been around these kids. She'd been around this woman's children. They've been around each other's family. Like, that was really, she thought that was her friend. And her friend had all these ops that was coming for her. And instead of addressing these ops, she went and grabbed Candace's head. First of all, she slapped that girl hair 3 times. And then she hit her, and then she grabbed her by the back of the head, slammed her head on the table, wouldn't let go, kept popping her on top of her head, boop, 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 boop. And for someone who's never been in a fight, someone who's this small, someone who's significantly smaller and shorter than you, for you to stretch them across the table, pound their head onto the table, and keep hitting them, and then you refuse to let go, if you don't think that that is trauma, then I don't know what to say. Because I can say for me, I used to do lashes. I used to do lashes, right? And I remember when I was training, I don't even think I was out of training yet. This was like one of my first 10 customers. This lady came in. She was all excited to get her lash extensions. And this lady, she lost her mind. And it's not even funny. This lady, all I did was this lady's lashes, okay? I put the little gel pads under her eyes. I taped her up real nice. And because she had to lay there with her eyes closed, and this was a brand new studio, all the equipment and the furniture was brand new. We had spa music playing. This was supposed to be a very relaxing experience. This lady lost her shit. Because her eyes had to stay closed, she lost her shit. When I tell you that, I never saw that lady again. I don't think she ever got her lashes done again. She will be wearing strips until kingdom come. When I say that lady freaked out because she could not open her eyes, like she kept sitting up and was panicking. And she was like, oh my gosh, she kept apologizing because she was like, this is not how she normally is, right? So if someone who was getting their lashes done in a brand new, beautiful studio with spa music playing, and the only thing I did to her was make her close her eyes and do her lashes, if she could have a panic attack and lose her mind, I imagine you being assaulted, a woman being assaulted, stretched across a table. There's glass flying. There's yelling, screaming. She's being pulled one direction by Wendy, another direction by Giselle, head on by Monique. Monique is hitting her and assaulting her, yanking her wig. Yeah. That's not traumatic to y'all? You don't have control. You don't have physical control over your head and your body. And someone is just tugging you. You getting tugged 3 different directions. You getting your wig yanked. You getting hit in the back of your head. That's not a traumatic experience. Because Candace says here, like, oh, it wasn't so much the physical altercation. It was everything that happened after. And I agree with that. But y'all don't feel like Monique violated this woman? And this is her friend. I can tell you one thing. Candace is better than a lot of people. Because Candace could have autographed Monique's face with that stem of the wine glass. And then she would have been wrong. And she would have been wrong. Y'all would have been saying she was wrong. I would have never been saying she was wrong. I'd have been like, ooh, well. But anyways, that's not the point. I don't agree with what the Bird Lady did to Candace season 5. I don't think she was right for that because Robin was right there. Robin ran up on you 3 times and you didn't touch her. You didn't touch one hair on her head. She ran up on you 3 times season 3 and you didn't do nothing to her. Giselle was right there. Giselle was plotting against your family, so you say. You didn't do nothing to Giselle. You saw Sharice 2 or 3 times. You ain't do nothing to Sharice. You sat next to her. You took pictures with the bitch. You put your arm around the bitch several times in photographs. We saw the pictures. You didn't do nothing to Sharice. Gigi is really the beginning of all of this, so you say. You didn't touch Gigi. You knew better than to touch Gigi. You forgave Ashley for saying that you was an alcoholic, but you put your hands on Candace because she said, good night, I'm bored, I'm asleep. I think Candace has every right to feel the way that she feels. I feel like she has every right to be upset about this 3 years later. She does. Anyways, back to this elephant that's on Candace's shoulder. Candace lets Portia know, girl, I went through it season 5 and I didn't know you. And you went on Bravo chat room, you went on that platform, and you went on there and lied on me. And I can tell Portia feels bad. But the problem with Portia is Portia can't just never apologize. Like, she can never just own, like, you know what, girl, I was wrong. Like, she may get there eventually because we all know that they made up. Present day, they're good. But she can't never just in the moment just own her shit. She's defending herself saying, well, I was talking to my friend who was calling me and looking for support, and I was just telling her facts. And it was like, you weren't telling her facts because they weren't facts. The whole thing gets derailed because Giselle interjects and says, well, I was there and I defended you. That means nothing to you. Giselle, this isn't about you. Giselle, this is not about you. You defending Candace is all good and great. It doesn't take away from what Portia did. Portia is Bravo's darling. That's what I call her. She's Bravo's sweetheart. The people at Bravo love Portia. Portia has been able to get away with so much rubbish and ratchetness. Like, she's Portia. And at the time, the Simon thing hadn't even happened. Oh, Portia was in good standing with the fans. And her saying that about Candace on that show was damaging to Candace. Candace was already getting eaten alive by the fans, and Portia made it much worse. Literally, it was like Candace was in a pool drowning, and Portia came with 5 gallons of water and said, let me add some more water. Bitch, I see you drowning. Let me add some more water into the pool that you're drowning in. That's what Portia did. And I know Portia feels uncomfortable because you could see it in her face. She feels uncomfortable. And it's just like, bitch, you was wrong. You was wrong. And Giselle keeps talking about something. Well, I was defending you. Giselle was defending Portia. Giselle was defending Candace. I agree with that. But the problem, it really ain't no problem. It don't matter. Giselle, you're not even a factor in this conversation. You defending Candace really didn't stop the people from repeating what Portia said. It didn't. And it really looked bad for Portia because it was like, Portia, the last time you repeated some shit, well, we know what happened season 9 on Roa. Because you claimed you were given information from somebody. And I still have my opinions on that. We're not going to get into that. But it's just, I didn't like that Giselle got involved in this conversation. And I'm looking at Candace like, maybe Candace, you should have had this conversation when Giselle wasn't around. But then at the same time, it's like y'all are all, I mean, it happened publicly. I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about this. I didn't like that Giselle tried to derail the conversation to make herself like, oh, well, she didn't appreciate me defending her. Bitch, what? Anyways, it's time to do Portia's games that she have set up. Why is my hair sticking up like that? Oh, no. But anyways, they're doing Portia's games, and it was cute. It was a nice little icebreaker to break up all that. It was a nice tension breaker, let me say, because, yeah, it got real stupid. I don't know. It was cute. Ain't really much to talk about. Whitney's still on her bullshit when it comes to Heather, and I'm just, Whitney, Leah, and Giselle. Why did we need them on this trip? Anyways, they wrapped that scene on up because now the ladies need to get ready for Giselle's Mardi Gras themed dinner. And on the way to the restaurant, Giselle starts with her bullshit again, talking about, well, was it Giselle or was it Portia? So Portia starts the bullshit this time. And Portia is saying how, me and you both have an issue with Candace, but if we jump on her at the same time, it's going to be called bullying. Candace didn't do anything to Giselle. If Candace addressed you, Portia, and said, you did this to me, and she has a right to do that. Giselle inserted herself and derailed the conversation and made it about her when it really didn't have much to do with Giselle. So yeah, if y'all both jumped on Candace, it would be bullying. But something tells me that Candace could handle both of y'all. Especially Giselle. Giselle be full of shit. But anyways, Giselle is saying in the car, like, oh, I rode for her, and she's telling me to my face that she doesn't appreciate that. Did y'all see that? Because I didn't see that. What I saw Candace say is the bird lady was given a heads up, an opportunity to give you a statement to say on this platform. I was not given the same opportunity. Yes, Giselle was there and defended me, but I too would have liked an opportunity to give a statement. Her defending me doesn't have anything to do with me wanting to defend myself. Her defending me doesn't have anything to do with you trying to defame me. And it's like, I know they know that. Like, I know they get it. They just want to be assholes. And it's just like, I guess, child. I will say this. Giselle looks really pretty in her Mardi Gras dinner. Her dress is cute. The hair, from what we can see, is cute. She look cute. I'm gonna give her. I'm not a hater. Okay, she looks good in this segment. Marisol's dress is also really, really catching my eye. Candace looks cute, of course. Whitney's dress is cute. I have that dress, or a dress really similar to Whitney's dress. So she look cute. Alexia, she look like Barbie. She look cute. Portia dress is cute, but it ain't. It's cute, but it's like Marisol's dress. Like, I was just like, ooh. Every time I see another angle, I'm like, okay, Marisol, you did that. You did that. I like that. This I do like. Anyways, child, Giselle is reenacting the reasonably shady event that they did in season 6. And it's like, girl, okay, whatever. Y'all know that was like one of their best episodes in season 6. So I think she was trying to go for that. And I don't think it really gave. I think this wasn't it. They're asking, is it reasonably or is it shady? Is it reasonable or is it shady for you to take credit for other franchises' success? And that is really geared towards Alexia, and she caught that shade, and she was like, yeah, I caught it. Pretty much everybody knows that Miami was off the air for what, 8 seasons, 8 years, and they made a comeback to Peacock. And I do think that that is an accomplishment. Like, people were asking about it so much that they had to bring it back, and they revamped it. And I don't think that'll happen with DC. I don't think that'll happen with Dallas. They trying to really bring back New York, and I don't know. I'm not so hopeful for New York. So that is an accomplishment. I mean, it is what it is. She has a right to feel proud of that. Giselle get on my nerves because, Giselle, you take credit for Potomac's success, and you ain't been interesting since season 1. Maybe season 2. I'll give you season 1 and 2. You did okay. I don't know that I care. Like, I don't even think that was something to address. But I feel like if Alexia is proud of it, she's proud of it. So is it reasonable or is it shady to call people bullies that's not being bullies? Portia says yes. Candace says no. I don't really care. I feel like Leah definitely wanted this attention. She sought out the attention and she got it. We all know that Giselle lives and breathes gang up mentality. And we know Portia can be somewhat of a bully. I think it was a stupid fight. I think it was a very stupid fight. Because at the end of the day, Leah wasn't fazed. Leah was in a hot tub taking selfies while Candace was over there arguing and fighting for her. So I love you, Candace, but this was just not your fight. I really wish you would have saved your energy and not be fighting for Leah. Leah really reminds me of the Bird Lady. I really feel like Leah be setting Candace up like the Bird Lady used to set Candace up. Y'all remember season 3, how the Bird Lady set Candace on a dummy mission? That's what I get from Leah. I don't like that lady. I don't. Anyways, that's pretty much all that happens because I really don't care nothing about Whitney's confessional because she is so obsessed with Heather and I just don't understand it and I just can't get into it. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.